So let's get right to Congressman Michael Burgess. He's a Republican from the state of Texas. Nice to talk to you, sir. Thanks for being with. Walk me through what they're calling this leaked Plan B. What do you like about it, if anything? What do you not like about what's been leaked?
Well, I'll tell you, it reminds me of 2007. Remember, Senator McCain and Senator Kennedy were working on a big plan, and they came up with something called the Z visa. As I understand it, the president is talking about a visa for legal prospective immigrants. And it was at that point that the 2007 plan sort of cratered because, look, even back then, Congress had an approval rating that was pretty minimal. And no one believes that the United States Congress can do something this complicated competently. So for it to be pushed out into center stage like this by the president, you know, he's kind of got a history of of ignoring people with whom he should be working, constituencies with whom he should be working. Think of the governors during the Affordable Care Act program. There was a good chance there for the president to reach out to the governors who were doing a lot in health care, and he never bothered to pick up the phone and do that.
But everyone's
so
always,
it's you know, there's a track record here.
You for 1 second, but everybody's always, many times on this program, complaining that the president doesn't show leadership, that he's not stepping out with a plan, that have him do something. I mean, literally, specifically on immigration, I've heard that a dozen times, and now when he finally has a plan that's leaked, and maybe it was a real leak, and maybe it was a fake leak, you get everyone's now mad that he's leaked some plan that, as you say, harkens back to 2007.
Well, no one, of course, nothing happens in Washington by accident. So I do believe this was, may have been an accidental on purpose leak.
Yeah, we're sitting together on this. Yep, I thought so.
There was a reason to want to get it out there. But at the same time, you know, this is activity that's going on over on the Senate side. There's really not much happening on the House side. We're all focused on debt and deficit, and rightfully so, and will be for the next several months. But if the Senate were to actually get something done, obviously the House will look at it. From what I heard yesterday from the people talking about the leaks, it makes it a little less likely to happen. But I wouldn't say it's because the president showed leadership. Again, it's the lack of collaboration, the lack of, okay, you've got 8 senators working in a bipartisan fashion working on something. Why not huddle with them and see what you can work on collaboratively rather than this go-it-alone approach?
Well, Congressman, good morning. Ron Brownstein from National Journal. Can I ask you, you mentioned that Senate process that's going on. They seem to be moving toward a pathway to citizenship for people who are here illegally, conditioned on some progress on the border. If the Senate does pass something like that, the key question is, would the House, how many House Republicans would you think would be willing to accept a pathway to citizenship for people who are here illegally?
Well, it's obviously not my job to count votes in the House. I don't think it would be an easy trajectory in the House. Certainly, it's not going to be something that I'm anxious to see us do. Look, people make a mistake when they think that all Hispanics want is to see an amnesty program, and then they're going to love Republicans again. It didn't happen in 1986 or 1988 when George H.W. Bush probably got about the same proportion of Hispanic voters as did Governor Romney this time, after 2 years after this massive amnesty program, which, by the way, didn't work at the end of the day. 1996, Bill Clinton legalized about, what was it, 1.3 million people just the 2 months before Election Day so they could all vote. I mean, it's that sort of activity that, again, forgive me, it makes me a little cynical about this process.
Interesting. All right. Well, Congressman Michael Burgess joining us from the state of Texas. He's a Republican. Thank you, sir, for your time. We appreciate it.